Noel and Liam from Oasis.
Right.
Thanks for interrupting your hectic schedule, even, and taking time out and meeting up with us. Let's talk about how you lot got signed initially, because you didn't have to sort of go through the old sending out the demo tapes, did you?
No. We got signed by fate, you know. It's one of them.
Well, they dropped us after the first single that never come out, and then Jason signed us.
Well, what was the story?
Fate Records.
What was the story with creation? Because Alan McGee saw you
Well,
at a
in
gig.
the beginning, Gary, right, there was like a big bang from the sun. Apparently it was so gases and stuff, and then these things crawled out of the sea and turned into monkeys, which then turned into men.
Which then turned into wolf.
And then everything was
And then you
alright
picked up some guitars.
until Man United won the double.
No, right, let's be serious now, right. You come with a gig, yeah? Right.
And didn't you lot hijack the gig, though?
No, we didn't. No, we went there like normal people just to go do a gig, you know, and a good time about it, and then some bloke goes, oh, you're not, who are you? I'm like that. Oasis, mate. And he's like, oh, I've never heard you. I was like, that. Yeah, no. No one has, you know what I mean? He's like, right, and we're not playing. And he was like, yeah, but you said we could play. So someone said it was sorted, you know what I mean? Then he said we couldn't, and then we was like, right, we better let's play, man. He's like, no, we better let's play, man. Same, you know what I mean? And then we sneaked on sort of and done 4 songs, and then, now that was before the club had even opened. There was a couple of people hanging about, and McGee was one of them. And something just hit him, man, or whatever. Don't know.
That's the stuff of sort of fairy tales, though, really, isn't it?
But it's the truth, and no one believes us.
I mean, what was your reaction to signing to Creation? I mean, you know, Liam, you said you didn't really know that much about the label.
Yeah, I didn't. But then when I found out, who, you know, what was on it, I'm like, I'm not saying anything on it. It's good. Except for maybe the scream and... I'm not saying anything, you know what I mean? Whatever. And I thought, well, yeah, it's the right kind of label for us, you know what I mean?
I mean, could you believe, though, that in a way that it was so easy? I mean, I'm sure there's probably a lot of, you know, people watching this who are in bands who have been, you know, banging out the tapes to record companies for years.
It's not easy. And like, people go, oh, yeah, well, someone asked me, how did we go about and get this deal? And we didn't go out anyway. It was just one of them things. And we're lucky enough that it happened. Hurrah! You know what I mean?
Anyway, can I say something now?
You know,
my name's
just
Noel.
One of them things.
I write all the songs.
You know, you walk down the road, you trip over, you break your leg, and you're gutted. You know, it's one of them things. Like we do a gig for 4, you know, do 4 songs, and he comes up and takes us away. I'm after it. Oh, I want to be a star. You know, but not. You know the score. I'm after it. Sorry. I'm after it. I want being a.
I'm before it.
I want being a I don't know.
When you say you want to be a star, I mean, you know,
I don't want to be like
no,
I don't want to be a
big star.
Yeah, the big nice star. Yeah, that's what I want to be. I want to be myself. Find it hard sometimes, but you know, get there. That's it.
Now, no,
make loads of money and all that, so I can have a big house somewhere and all that, you know, and that's about it.
Probably not anywhere near my big house.
Yeah, next door, matey.
No chance.
No,
the band was called Oasis before I joined.
Yeah,
we were together about, I don't know, a month or something.
Yeah, well, about 2 months or something, but we never done
Right,
a gig.
2 months.
You know, we never done a gig. never done a gig. And it was, we were
Dude,
sad,
that's
you know
what I
what I mean?
seen you was at a gig.
Yeah, that's it. But we never done a lot of gigs. We done one gig. And it weren't doing anything, and I knew it weren't doing anything. We needed
the band.
Yeah, I knew it. I was like that, and that's why I got so like in it. I thought once I put my foot in the door, our kid will come home and be gutted because that's what he's up for. But you know, he finds it hard being himself nowadays and that. Oh, them days and that.
Oh, yeah.
So like, I knew once I got in there, he'd be up for it.
I
So he come along and he had the songs which we needed because we needed
Great
a song
guy,
like.
I mean, it's like I owe my career to this man.
No, you don't. You
Diamond.
don't. Well, they went round and said, "Here's a tape. What do you think of this, man?" Thinking that he might like it, but he went, "You part of shit, man." You know what I mean, I was like, I was like, well, you know, you stop sitting on your arse all day and get out there and do them songs you've been writing and that. So then he did.
When did you sort of realise, Noel, what time did you realise that, you know...
me this question, right?
Yeah, let's bring him in now. The mean moody one with the glasses. When did you sort of realise that, you know, the sound was beginning to sort of gel and that, you know, you had something that was...
After about a year and a half, and then we just wrote a couple of...
Blinders.
A couple of stonkers.
Stonkers.
Yeah. Count of Diamonds.
About 4 or 5 years ago, I mean, Manchester was, you know, the place. I mean, there was a real upsurge of bands. What were you guys doing when all that was going on? What was that, 4 or 5 years ago?
Something.
Oh, don't let me interrupt your interview here, kid. You carry on.
Right, I was just... I was going out, mate, going to a few gigs, seeing a few bands, and judging for me, and, you know, and going, I want to be in a band, you know what I mean? And thinking, well, I don't want to be in that kind of band. I don't want to be in that kind of band, but I wouldn't mind being in, sort of like, that kind of band, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? And that was it.
What sort of influence do you think, you know, that scene has left? I mean, you know, do you think...
I don't think it's left any.
You don't think it's left a legacy or anything like that?
Well, probably the best thing to come out of that scene was, I mean, I dare to say it, but the only band that started up because of what the Stone Roses were doing was us.
You know what I mean?
So I suppose if there's a legacy left, it's us, I suppose.
Yeah.
Could Oasis come from any other city around the country? I mean, are they integrally part of Manchester and what's happened?
No,
We
not
could
at
have
all.
come in it.
No.
But then again, we wouldn't be us, you know. We wouldn't. We would. But we wouldn't. We'd sort of like, if we were from London, we'd be sort of like London boys, wouldn't we? You know what I mean? But, I mean, we're not no Manchester, you know. We're here to bring, you know, I've got baggy pants on today, but I'm not no baggy. I've seen a lot of nice girls coming to our gigs, and it's bloody nice to see it. Telling you, but I suppose there's a lot of lads coming because of like thinking we're this mad hooligan band, and we're not. I ain't no hooligan. I'm just me. And they're probably coming to see like this like little whatever, you know, like where about and all that, but they're not going to see that. Was that what you asked them? Sort of. Like, just got on to something
I'm
else.
just laughing at you saying you're not an hooligan, but I've read bits in there where you said I like fighting me.
Yeah. No, I'm not. I'm up for it. I'm not. No, I don't go out of my way. I'm not like big bullies tackle. You know what I mean? Like one of them and that. If someone comes your way and they want, you know, then I'm up for it. Because you've got to be on you. It's a tough world out there.
There's one story that there was a row between two members of Oasis because they went and played with Whiteout or something. Is that true?
It was true, but they reckon
Jokers.
I got beat up by him and the bass player. And I didn't. Because they're not capable of it.
What's it like being brothers in a band?
He's speechless, look at that.
It's alright, I think it's alright, mate. I think it's very, very funny.
I mean, if you row, what sort of
Really?
things do you row about?
Everything. Everything. We don't even have to row. All we've got to do is look at each other in a certain kind of way, and we row. Without even, like, opening our mouth. It's just going inside our heads, you know what I mean? And we go off.